Yeah.
CM Mesa here with my boy Clay as the cameraman again. So today we're going to do 2 deck profiles. I'm doing this first one right now. This is about to be on my Photon Stun. And the second deck profile is going to be on my boy Clay. He's the cameraman. He's going to be doing his Frog deck, we like to call the Ribbit Gang. So let me get started on this Photon deck. And yeah. So Magic's first. I want to run Photon lead. Just because I like the fact that I can special summon a Photon monster, and it's really well, not even Photon monster, a light monster. It's really useful in this deck. I'll get more into that later. One Forbidden Chalice. I side deck a second one. The only I really like Forbidden Chalice in this deck because, like I said, it is a stun deck, and not only does it work well against my opponent monsters, but it works well with my monsters. And the simple fact that Saber Tiger, he won't lose the 8. He'll actually gain the 8 plus an additional 4, so it'll be at 24 instead of gaining just that extra 800 to make him 2,000. And it's really good with Crusher and Thrasher. So yeah. 2 Photon Tridents. I run 2 Photon Tridents instead of MSTs. I think I might just go to 1 Photon Trident and 1 MST, but for right now I run 2 Photon Tridents just because simple fact, I just hook this up with a Photon monster, Pierce or any damage cause, and I get to pop a back row. So yeah. 1, 2 Pot of Dualities. I only run 2 in here just because I do happen to special summon a lot, especially with Photon Thrasher. And it does help keep this deck consistent. Other than that, yeah, that's mainly why I run 2. And then for the staple Magic cards, I have Book of Moon, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, Mind Control, Dark Hole, and of course Rota. Onto my traps. I run 1 Starlight Road. Just because I generally always keep a heavy back row, especially that I'm running 3, I main 3 skill drains in the deck. Pretty sweet. 1 Call of the Haunted. I mostly use this in combination with Photon Lizard. I'll use his effect 1 turn and then flip this up on my next turn, use his effect 1 more time just to thin out the deck, make it smaller. I can also use it to help me exceed with this deck, because that's all this deck really does. There's no syncering really going on. The only synchro monster I really have is Stardust Dragon because of Starlight Road. But other than that, yeah. 1 Compulse, pretty self-explanatory. 1 Bottomless Trap Hole. 2 Horn of the Phantom Beasts. I run 2 Horn of the Phantom Beasts because I run 3 Saber Tigers, and I also run 2 Beast King Barbaros in this deck, which is really helpful. And I love the fact that it gives me that +1 for the draw. 1, 2, 3 skill drains. Yes, I know it's 3 skill drains. Yes, I know I'll be losing 3,000 life points at the end of the day, but this deck just revolves around these cards right here. It's just so nasty when it comes to this deck, and it really helps out. Really good against when I'm facing like anything else.
And Zectors fear it.
And Zectors definitely fear this
Fuck
shit.
Dragonfly.
Fuck yeah, fuck Dragonfly. Fuck Chaos Dragons too. Red Eyes, Darkness Metal. Yeah, your shit is not coming out. So yeah. And it, like I said, just helps out with the deck completely. 1 Solemn Warning. I don't run 2 because I don't like to play the extra 2,000. I'm already losing 3,000 from 3 skill drains, so an additional 2,000. Torrential Tribute. Very self-explanatory. Mirror Force. Self-explanatory. Solemn Judgment. And then onto my monster lineup. I won 1 Honest, just because all the monsters in this deck happen to be light except for my 2 Beast King Barbaros, and I only run 2 of those. And I run 15 monsters in here, so 13 out of the 15 13 out of 15 monsters I can use Honest on. So basically, that's why I run him. 1 Thunder King YuGiOh. Yeah, I have a skill drain in here, but it doesn't relinquish his second effect, which is the tribute to negate a special summoning. And I like stopping people searching out sometimes, especially if I believe it or not, there are times where I haven't gotten a skill drain and.
Photon lead. They hit up Rhoda. If you have no skill drain, they activate Rhoda or Eco. You activate Chain Photon lead. Special summon him. dead search.
Exactly. You know what my man Clay said. So it just helps out with the deck definitely. Onto the Photon part of the build. 2 lizards. I know you're asking why only 2 lizards and why not 3. 3 was just becoming beyond cloggy. And 2 was it just seems so perfect, especially to the simple fact I run Call the Haunted, I run Monster Born, I can always bring them back, and just 2 is just such a perfect fit for me. I just love 2. So yeah. 1, 2, 3 Photon Saber Tigers. It took me such a long time to get 3 Photon Saber Tigers. I had 1 and then I had 2 what do you call them? I had 2 proxies, and then I was just like, I gotta get actual Photon Saber Tigers sometime soon because this is really starting to annoy me. But I finally got them. I run 3 of them. I love his effect. Sometimes if I have skill drain face down, I'll play him, use his effect, flip over skill drain, attack for 2,000, and then of course Horn of the Phantom Beast. He becomes a 28 beater. And let me not forget, I can activate Horn of the Phantom Beast and Forbidden Chalice on him. So he'll gain an additional 1,200 attack points. So eat my ass.
It's a busted card.
Yeah, it is. 2 Crushers. Only run 2 because I know I'm saying this again, but also this can get cloggy, and I don't like his effect where he has to get switched in defense mode. And there are, like I said, there has been occasions where I actually don't draw into a skill drain, and I just like it that I can just play him, you know, Thunder King YuGiOh, yeah, I'm going to beat over him, or any of those monsters, I can just beat over him real quick. So yeah. And then 1, 2, 3 Thrashers. 3 Thrashers, I abuse the shit out of him in this deck. I will Rhoda for him, special summon, Photon Lizard, special summon. It's just such a useful card, and then this is probably one of the main cards I use Chalice on. Chalice on him, he gains 400 attack, so he becomes a 25 beater, and he can attack while I have another monster on the field, because of course Chalice negates his effect.
Yep.
And also he works tremendously well with skill drain, you know. So yeah. And this next monster, I have him in the deck because it's just a beast ass card. I remember seeing him a long time ago. And then I just saw him again recently. I was like, I have to get him. I love his effect.
Guardian of the Order.
Guardian of the Order is such a bomb-ass effect. If I have 2 or more light monsters on the field, I can special summon him. And sometimes if I get, like, I don't know, my first turn could be, my first hand, I could have these 2 in my hand. I could special summon him, normal summon him, special summon him, use his effect to stretch out another Photon monster and thin out the deck. Most likely I'll get Saber Tiger, and then next turn I'll just play Saber Tiger to get out another Saber Tiger. So really useful card in this deck. Extremely useful. I only run 1 of him. I haven't found a second one. I haven't really found the need to get a second one. I just like 1 so far. It's pretty nasty. And then finally, 2 Beast King Barbaros. Pretty self-explanatory. You know, ever since the TG Stun won that YCS in Philly, you know, really taking this idea of running him with a skill drain in the deck. Just 2 of them are just 2 beasts. Not only I can use one of the Phantom Beasts on him, but I can also use Forbidden Chalice on him to make him 3,400. Like, come on, man. And he can, like I said earlier about Saber Tiger, he's another reason why I run Horn of the Phantom Beast and Chalice, because he can get an additional 1200 attack, so 4200 attack. Plus I get to draw the card if I destroy a monster and send it to the grave. Pretty beast. Onto my extra deck. In my extra deck I have 2 base Djinns. I have her in my extra deck because I love her effect of being able to attack twice. Plus, if I happen to face like a monster or someone who has a deck, let's say BLS is out on the field, I can somehow get on the field to exceed summon her on the field, use her effect, attack honest, and then gain 3000, and then once I destroy BLS, I attack again directly. So yeah, it helps out. It's a pretty beast-ass card in this deck. One Leviaire, just in case my monsters get, because Thrasher does get Bottomless Trap Hole a lot, and just really good overall exceed monster, you know. 2, number 17, Leviathan Dragon. I actually abuse him a lot in this deck. I do go into detaching both materials a lot. Then I will skill drain, and therefore 3000 attack, and I can attack his life points directly. I'm not held back by his second effect. If he has no materials, he can't attack my opponent's life points directly. So yeah. Next card, we have an Acid Golem. Pretty self-explanatory. There's nothing else to mention. Skill drain. His effect won't go off, so I don't lose that many life points. So yeah, pretty vicious. 2 Photon Butterfly Assassins. Fuck his English name. I love his Japanese name. Photon Butterfly Assassin. I can also use Photon Trident with her, and I just love her effect of face down monster, flip it up. You know, it forces a play sometimes. It forces them to waste a effect Valor if they don't want a monster to face up. And I used her in a tournament not too long ago against a Chainburn, and they had the Arcania forced the full face down. I used her effect, flipped it up, and then attacked it. And I already had 0 attack, so I couldn't lose 600 more. So it was just 21 direct. So pretty bum. 2 Utopias, just because I run a lot of level 4s, and actually, it's really helpful when I have if he has no materials. And I just if I happen to have skill drain on the field and he has no materials, he doesn't die when you attack him. He stays on the field, and I can use Honest against him. And I can use Honest with her too. I forgot to mention, I can use Honest with her too, so it's pretty bum. It's just overall just sweet card for the deck. Help stall also. So yeah. 2 Pearls. Nothing to be said. They have no effects, so skill drain doesn't.
And it cannot be Fiendish Chain either.
Yeah, and you can't be Fiendish Chain either. So yeah. 1 Ray. I do run a Mind Control in here, and I do run Utopias in here, so it's only right to have a Utopia Ray. So
why not?
And then the only synchro monster I have in this extra deck, Stardust Dragon for Starlight Road. Other than that, there's no point of having. Well, yeah. Other than that, this is the only reason why I have them in here. So yeah. Thank you for watching my video on my Photon Stun. Like I said, I'll be coming back to I'll be coming back with another video of my boy Clay, the cameraman, and his Ribbit Gang or Frog deck. It's pretty nasty. So thank you for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe, some more stuff. Trying to really get out there and stuff like that. You guys have a good one. Peace out.